about control. Will you make it? I will deliver the pain, you can't take it. I'm in control, I am your pain. After this you won't be the same. This is my time, I make the rules. You mess with this and you die like a fool. Pain. Here comes the pain. 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 Time to play the game. I am the debt that can't be paid. You're going down in flames. This is the time I cannot lose. Live or die, you'll have to choose. It's all about me, I am the one. Soon you'll see there's nowhere to run. I am the threat that is so real. Through the blood and the sweat, the pain you will feel. Pain. Here comes the pain. 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 Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Now it's time to die. I am the pain, I am the game. You won't forget my name. Time to feel the pain. Time to feel the pain. Time to feel the pain. Pain. Here comes the pain. 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 Time to play the game. Pain.
All right, another day, another stream, and this time we're doing a little bit of a retro rewind. And I kind of wanted to start off today. I seen some news on Twitter, and it's kind of a rough one to see. But one of the people that inspired a lot of what turned into Warwolf, I guess from what the reports were saying, and I haven't seen anything from like the official like Twitter account or anything, or his official account, but from what I was seeing a lot of people getting information from various sources is that Jason David Frank, the one that played Tommy on the Power Rangers, he actually passed away via suicide. So I just wanted to just say, like, you know, he was a very big inspiration to a lot of us 90s kids, especially anybody that was into sword fighting and martial arts or fighting games, or, you know, just like, you know, big martial arts movies. You know, like Power Rangers led me into Matrix, which led into, you know, fighting games, which led into wrestling, which led into me checking out UFC and boxing and just the whole nine yards. A major influence into me checking out a lot of the fighting stuff was again Jason David Frank playing Tommy on the Power Rangers. So R.I.P. to a legend himself, and it's just one of those things of mental health is it's a very serious thing, and we've all gone through, you know, different things. All of us, you know, have been through rough times with mental health and everything. So just you know, if you are feeling like you're having a bit of a hard time or whatever, reach out to a friend. Go online and check out a live streaming. Twitch and live streaming helped out a lot when I was going through a pretty rough time after high school, just trying to figure out like what am I going to do with myself, and, you know, it just give me something to focus on, give me a goal to, you know, really dig into and try and, you know, run forward to. And yeah, so for all, like I said, for all you 90s kids out there that like Power Rangers, hey, you know, It's morphin' time. Yeah. If you were there, you knew, or if you were there, then you know exactly what we were all feeling and the excitement that was every time we'd see the Power Rangers come on TV. Jason David Frank, JDF, he stayed true with the Power Rangers stuff. I do believe he like had a little bit of stock in the Power Rangers or something like that. Like he was an executive producer, I do believe, on the show, and he just he was everything from the green to the white to the black to the red. He was like literally, I think, all colors or something like that of the Power Rangers, and he would just sit down and talk with the fans for hours on end at Comic Cons or whatever the case may be. Where they were having meetups and meet and greets and fan interactions. A very genuinely cool, nice guy. And yeah, it's really unfortunate, really too bad that we can't see him in anything else ever again. He will be missed by a lot of people. So yeah, I mean this and Batman the same month. Kevin Conroy passed away from cancer, I do believe. So yeah, it's been one of these months. We are almost through 2022, and you end up seeing some stuff like that going down where sometimes it's people that you looked up to, or I think looked up to is kind of the wrong thing. Inspired, he really inspired me to check out, like I said, martial arts and just different ways of all the beauty of fighting, and just the dance that goes into it, the mindset that goes into it, the focus that goes into fighting. Again, I learned so much over the years I didn't even know it from watching Tommy on the Power Rangers and everything. So shout out to everyone that of the cast of Power Rangers that is still around too. I see Amy Jo Johnson every once in a while doing meet and greets and such, and Johnny Young Bush is, of course, he was the Black Power Ranger. He is now Virgil in Devil May Cry. So there's a lot of tie-in with the Power Rangers that we all have. So, and thankfully, I was going to actually pop on the Power Rangers fighting game and run a few rounds with like an all Tommy team in remembrance. I might do that after we check out the main event for today of the Atari 50th anniversary celebration. If I have any time left afterward, I don't know how much is in this. So if we go for like a couple hours on that, maybe I'll extend the stream just a little bit and try and get. I don't know if there's anybody playing the Power Rangers game. Maybe today is a special day where everybody's jumping online. But yeah, definitely. You know what? I want to see. There's 3 things, maybe 4 things that I remember. Let's see here. The Tommy Power Rangers tributes. Oh man, it's already circling around. Yeah, I remember this so much. The warning signs are there. People are already making their videos to try and get a bunch of Greenwood Evil. 480p. Oh.
You carried on like true superheroes and persevered.
We really owe a lot to Alpha.
Also Trini too. She's gone
Leadership
too.
capabilities in my absence. I am very proud of you.
Oh, well, shucks.
And now I welcome our newest.
What's crazy is I actually had the toy set of all of them back in the day because I was major into Power Rangers, and it had a little Alpha and Zordon was there in the background, and like this little picture thing, and the tube made it look all 3D and stuff. It was really cool.
Now that you are a true Power Ranger, Tommy, you must follow 3 basic rules or
Yes.
lose the protection of the power. First, never use your power for personal gain. Second, never escalate a battle unless Rita forces you. And finally, keep your identity secret. No one may know you are a Power Ranger.
Count on me, Zordon. 100%. Here,
Billy.
I made you a communicator. Oh, thanks, man. You're one of us now. Welcome aboard.
A new chapter has begun, Rangers. Let the power protect you.
Oh yes, and the
All is
first time.
safe and secure in Angel.
This was the white Power Ranger was the one that, like, when I saw that, the black, the gold on that white, I was just like, what? This guy looks awesome. And I didn't know like Egyptian stuff, but I just thought the the way it looked really cool. Like the design of the White Ranger was always my favorite. I was just like, man, that looks so cool. And it's like the tiger and the the sword, that the saber that would talk, and rah, 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 and you could shoot lasers. I was like, damn, this is so cool. That was pretty cool too. But yeah, this was just like,
I suggest we use this lull to prepare for the secret mission we must embark upon.
Right, Zordon.
Ready the master control panel. Prepare to transport into the hidden chamber.
Consider it done, Zordon.
this is so good.
Preparations are complete, and I'm on my way. Ay, 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 ay.
Ay, ay, ay,
This
ay,
is
ay.
so exciting. I can't believe the big day is finally here. La-dee-dee-dee-dee.
I'm saying screw it, I can watch this on Twitch because they already had the marathon and everything. They should run another Power Rangers marathon.
Zordon. I know you
Yeah,
must
yeah,
have a
yeah,
good reason
yeah.
for
Billy,
distraction.
he accidentally sees it.
Should I
Alpha.
service on?
Mistake in the energy flow could spell disaster.
Right, Zordon.
Whoa, dude.
Amazing.
Starting now.
They're making a new ranger?
Alpha, recheck the quantum morphing pods and power array. We can't leave anything to chance.
Finished.
I like how it's just like a white
This
jumpsuit
promises to be a
without the
momentous
armor.
occasion. You are about to meet the newest member of your team. As you are aware, the Green Ranger's power was completely decimated by his last few battles. They knew, my
Hold
friend.
on, yeah. Yeah.
Welcome, White Ranger. The time has come to reveal your identity.
I mean, it looked like a fucking samurai, also at the same time. Which back in the 90s, you didn't see a whole lot of. Yeah.
Guess who's back?
I don't believe it.
I mean, look at that suit. It looks so cool.
Ah, you look good.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, man. We didn't know who it was gonna be. I mean,
We were all hoping it would be you, especially Kimberly.
speaking of
Yeah,
Kimberly,
she's fainted on the floor.
Saba will assist the White Ranger in battle as
To you.
Yep. Man, I remember
Congratulations,
seeing
Tommy.
the sword in
You
the
are now
store, and it
leader
was like
of the
30
Power
bucks. And it was like,
Rangers.
oh man, it's good to be
no
back.
way.
Morphin' time! Tiger Zord!
Yeah.
Activate the Tiger Zord! Tiger Zord, power up! Alright, there he is! Alright, Saba, let's start all over. White Tiger Zord! Tiger mode! Battle ready now!
Yeah, I might really have to actually. Yeah, I remember that set. Seeing that.
Sorry, I never had a partner before. We'll get it together. Alright, let's do
So
it!
straight up just to sell the toys.
It's getting a little warm out here. I'm going inside. Ah, much better. Let's send this lightning rod packing.
This is all Japanese footage. And he's doing the voiceover for it.
Tiger Zord, convert to warrior mode now!
Not the best theme ever. But yeah, it's just so cool seeing it.
after 10,000 years, I'm free.
They got the whole fucking episode on here. Holy shit.
Alpha, Rita's escape. Recruit a team of teenagers with attitude.
Did I do that, dude? Yeah. I'd sit there and have this shit blasted in the living room back in the day. Watched every episode of it. I always like Kimberly. I mean, you see Ryu and shit, and then you see Tom, you're just like, I didn't have the original one, but I had the Cars set of the of that. And then of course, the Power Rangers movie was, you know, I've referenced this freaking movie so many times over again. Where is it? Where is it? Oh god, they got the full movie of this on here too. Hold on, I can find it. I'll just find the scene. Ivan News and all that. Wore this tape out. Had this on cassette tape. Wore the damn tape out.
Welcome to my nightmare. Kick the can.
This was one of the coolest fucking scenes ever back in the day. Mm-hmm.
Let's do it, guys. Right.
It's moving time. Back to it. I mean, look at these suits. They couldn't see shit and they couldn't move in these suits whatsoever, but goddamn, did it look cool. I remember this blew my mind back in the day. I was like, what? It's like power armor, but it's all kung fu shit. What, Tiger? Look at that suit. He always looked the coolest. He's got his fucking gold ass armor on and everything. And, whoa! Look at that. That looks so cool.
Where'd they go?
There was one other one too. The show when he when he returned. That's going to be the last time we ever see Tommy on the Power Rangers too. Was this? This is 4 years ago at this time. This point, shit.
Nice job. Ducks. Ranger.
Where is it? Yeah, Tommy returns, and then they go. Nope, that's not the scene I'm looking for. Where's the scene? The latest one. Yeah, this.
There they are.
This is so badass seeing this. And once again, the suit just looks so good. I do like the black and gold suit too. I just wasn't. I have no connection to the black and gold suit. Yeah, the old Rangers.
Whoa, Wes, what happened?
Last thing I remember, I was meeting with Tommy when some kind of Rangers attacked.
That wasn't Tommy. And those weren't Rangers either. They're Lord Draven's robots.
Draven? I was hoping I'd never hear that name again.
It looks like he's giving the robots ranger powers.
Ranger powers will make his robots tough to beat.
Hey, Tommy. Thanks for saving us. So what do we do now?
We gotta stop his plans.
Come on.
All right, last one, then we get into the retro rewind.
Who better to destroy the real Tommy Oliver than me? Take your best shot.
All the old helmets in the back and everything. Man.
You may look like me, but unless you got a master morpher, you ain't
A
nothing
master
but a cheap
morpher.
copy. This copy's gonna kick your butt. Dino Thunder! Power up!
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Like I said, what other show did you get martial arts? I mean, it was corny as hell. Yeah. What other show did?
Over a decade. You're old, but I'm a robot. I'll never age. There are a lot of
Sword fighting martial arts and
that you can't. Like this. It's morphin' time! Zeo Ranger 5! Red!
I tried to watch the Zeo series. I was like, eh. It was alright.
Your Zeo power can't defeat me! Tiger Sword! White Ranger power!
Yeah!
No! Take your best shot! Dragon Sword! Green Ranger power!
I like that they got everything in there.
Time to finish you!
Notice how he's not kicking ass until he gets into the white form. It's like, yeah.
Face it.
Gets the tiger power.
Sensors. You're nothing like me. You have no heart.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So yeah. Just I just wanted to again, just that was again, like White Tiger, and then all of a sudden years later, the Werewolf. It had one hell of an inspiration and influence on just the whole train of thought that I would go through to get to here. So definitely we'll always remember JDF and Tommy on Power Rangers and all that, and we'll just we'll keep the memory alive with everything that we're doing now. All the influences that he pushed out to the world, or pushed out to the world. R.I.P. JDF. All right, let's move on to the retro rewind of today's stream. So Atari 50. We're gonna jump into this, and so on the layer notes, I guess there's a 50th anniversary, something or other going on celebration. This is like a virtual museum. I was checking it out because I was just gonna check it out off stream, and then I was like, wait a second, this is kind of cool. So this is like what PlayStation did with their virtual museum. Atari did now with the help of Digital Eclipse, to give like a whole history rundown videos, and you can actually play all the games that they show and reference in here and everything, which is I think is really cool. So I have the controller plugged in. The controller definitely goes all into Xbox mode, which is fine because the Atari controller was basically Xbox. It's basically an Xbox controller. Yep, we're only going to be able to run it on 1080p. That's fine, I guess. I need to actually check to make sure everything is synced up. I think my computer is running on 1440, so it should be all synced up. I'm pretty sure it's synced up. God, where do we start? Let's see. So, Arcade Origins. Welcome to Atari 50. Begin your interactive journey through Atari history below, or jump straight to the game library at any time by pressing X. Cool. Let's go. From its earliest days, Atari experimented with a variety of different takes on innovative leisure, arcade games, music, visualization, and even holograms. That's pretty cool, actually. So, to put in perspective of my knowledge on Atari, this was like 10 years before I even knew, before I was even around. This was 10 years for probably, actually, was 13, 14 years before I was even looking at games or anything. So it's funny. I just watched the Power Rangers and then I'm checking out this. So let's jump into it. I want to learn me some about the Atari systems here. So, in the beginning, in a world where pinball was king, two engineers dreamed that coin-operated games played on computers could become the next big thing. A company called Syzygy was where it all started. Whoa. Okay, that was not what I was trying to do. Okay, here we go. Computer Space. The first arcade game, Computer Space, was designed by Atari co-founders Ted Dabney and Nolan Bushnell and manufactured by Nutting Associates. Nutting Associates, yes. It was based on the 1962 computer game Space War. There we go. I'm trying to see it. So this is actually... Wow. So a little base screen. Of course, it looks like an alien. You put your coin in down there. And then 1 to 2 players. Of course, it looks like the claw machine, you know, that you win prizes off from and all that. Let's see here. Finding the first computer space. In the year 2000, former Atari employees Jerry just upside a newspaper ad for a computer space machine in a Quonset hut on a sunflower seed farm in California. He found the first computer space machine ever manufactured. Really?
Some reason I'm looking through the San Jose Mercury in the just random stuff section for sale.
Right.
And I see world's first video game computer space. No price, just call. I'm like, wow, I'm pretty interested in this.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I called the
History.
guy. I said, so you got a computer space? Yeah. He goes, yeah. First game ever. Okay, great. What color is it? And he goes, well, what color do you want?
What?
I'm like, wow, this is getting very interesting because who has a whole bunch of computer spaces and who would know that they came in all these different colors? He goes, I got a yellow, a solid blue, metal flake blue, and metal flake red.
What?
And he goes, a whole bunch of other games too.
That looks really good.
Okay, great. Want to come up and see them. These were in a Quonset hut on a sunflower seed farm off of Highway 80 in Dixon, California, halfway between, you know, the Bay Area and Sacramento. And these things hadn't been moved in, you know, probably since 1975.
Jeez.
And so I got in touch with Nolan and showed him the pictures and scratched his head, and then like a light bulb went off in his head. He goes, these were Ted Dabney's. These were Ted Dabney's units. This was his route. When he left, he took a route that we had, and he goes, this yellow one's the first one. He goes, I know it. That yellow one is the very first one. I kept the first one, which is a beautiful yellow computer space, and I kept Pong number 46, and we got the rest of them running and working as good as we could. We got it all for $5,000.
$5,000.
I don't regret the purchase one bit.
Of course not.
Not for a minute.
That's crazy hearing that. Wow. Okay, this is starting off being pretty good. This is starting off being pretty good here. So, Al Alcorn's business card, Dabney and Bush now named their company Energy Engineering after a team for the direct alignment of the sun, moon, and earth during an eclipse. Al Alcorn, who had worked with Dabney and Bush. Now, I've heard some of these stories a couple times over again. I do remember when I was checking out the documentary on the ColecoVision, that this stuff kind of came up a little bit. Like definitely that picture. You know, we've all kind of seen that picture of Pong so many times. Every one of the documentaries that comes out of like Bedroom to Billionaires. What is it? Bedroom to Billions or something like that? The documentary's called. It's a really great documentary on like the PlayStation history and origins and everything. So Atari Inc. June 27, 72, Dabney and Bushnell incorporated their company in the state of California, but the name was already taken. Instead, they chose Atari, a term from the Japanese game of Go. The company briefly continued doing business under the name however. Oh, fuck, is it actually him talking?
Well, I'd say...
Oh, this is
30
cool.
years to pretty much the present. The arcades have been relegated to the back rooms and the side streets and generally been an unsavory type of place.
So
What
that's
we
the
want
yellow
to do
one.
is bring the amusement game to age. If we can give it a new zip and a pizzazz, it's going to be financially successful as well as, I think, a very serious part in the leisure time activity of the American people.
The marriage of traditional pinball machines and computer technology.
He's definitely from the 70s. He's got the, the lamb chop stuff going on and whatnot.
Has resulted in the birth of a new breed of amusement games. And Nolan Bushnell is the man handing out the cigars. Bushnell has developed two such games, Computer Space and Pong, and believes that they and others like them will move the pinball industry out of America's bus stations and bowling alleys and into the space age. In 1971, Bushnell invented Computer Space, but sold production rights to Nutting Associates of Mountain View, California, for royalties based on the number of games sold.
Mountain Dew, California.
It proved a good deal for both parties. Sales already exceed 1,500 machines. Computer Space, like Pong, sells for around $1,000 and is played on the screen of a standard television set, which has been programmed to display the desired game. In Computer Space, the player controls a rocket ship, which is trying to shoot down enemy flying saucers while avoiding their missiles.
This game came with a pre-order of a tinfoil hat.
He gets one free play. By the time Bushnell invented Pong in 1972, he was able to form his own company, Syzygy Corporation in Santa Clara, California, to produce the game. He has already sold over 1,000 machines and expects to sell 10,000 in the United States by the end of the year. Pong, as the name might indicate, is a game of video ping pong. The two players turn dials which control their electronic paddles and volley with an equally electronic ball. The first player to score 15 points wins. While Bushnell did design and program both his games, the technology he uses dates back to the late 1950s. Thanks to research by the Defense Department in the wake of Sputnik, Bushnell is now able to act out his dream of a nation inhabited by thousands of Pong and Computer Space games.
The government spent millions of dollars on this technology, and as a result, now it's cheap enough that we can put it into a game and sell it for 25 cents for a few minutes and make $1 out of it. It's a
So 20 years after World War II and all the the Germany and Nazi stuff and all that stuff, then that's when these technical engineers started coming down through and just like, hey, we can take this tech, we can do something with this. Let's do something fun instead of it being used for wars and used for just regular like televisions and radios and communications and all that. Nice.
It's something that the research and development really was done many years ago, and now it's cheap enough that with PC boards and integrated circuits, we can use that technology to our advantage.
The basic electronic unit of Bushnell's games is the integrated circuit. Each of these small chips is capable of storing large amounts of information. The program for a game is determined by specific combinations of these units to form a PC, or printed circuit board. The printed circuit board then tells the TV screen what to do. A single printed circuit board is all that is required to operate Pong, whereas 15 years ago it would have taken enough tubes and wiring to fill an average house. Bushnell first saw the commercial potential of video games in a game called Space War, which has been played at computer centers around the country for several years.
We used to play Space War a lot at the AI project at Stanford, which is a big computer complex.
Of course.
And one day it just hit, this is a lot of fun, to be able to package it and sell it for a price. And
You notice how one of those screens, it was, you know, you had the lines in there and everything. The camera could not keep up with the frame rate. Even back then, they were having that problem. Now it's like more or less the camera is just, you know, the lighting on it blurs out and everything. And that's because this was all film. This wasn't digital. This was all film. So the film can only capture so many images at a certain number of time with all the images on the film strip. This is just for the younger ones out there. Yeah, it's definitely we've come a long way.
One thing leads to another, and pretty soon, from doodling on a scratch pad, you're actually working out some basic block diagrams, and from there you think, boy, it's going to work.
Very cool. So the genius of Atari was to create a fully formed commercial game that was designed for the masses and accessible to the masses. More than just a game company, it kickstarted Silicon Valley. A lot of what we think of in the Sunnyvale is a result of Atari. I think that ethos of creativity and openness that wasn't common back in the 70s and 80s, and yeah, Atari pioneered that. Current CEO of Atari. That's probably somewhat true because Silicon Valley and everything that you know of it now was not kicking off until they got a lot easier way of doing all the computer tech. I mean, this was before 80s when the big crash happened with gaming and all that. And you can play Pong. Oh shit. So this is the Pong system. You get the two little rotors. There's no buttons or anything. You just on both sides. You just doing that to make the thing go up and down. The birth of Pong. According to Career, Pong discusses the design process of this iconic game and how its signature sound effects came from a lack of resources. Yeah, because all you could do for sound effects back then was electrical currents through the processors or through the conductors. What the fuck are they called? What the dude just said. The little piece there.
You know what the Atari motto is? Innovative leisure, right? Well, it didn't say innovative arcade games. It didn't say innovative video games. It said innovative leisure. It was broad from day one. I mean, Nolan always had a consumer game in his mind because that's what he hired me to do. And I wound up doing the wrong thing and making a hit coin-op game, right? When I was at Ampex, I learned how to make sync generators, synchronizing, the basic fundamental circuit necessary to get a TV signal, because we had to generate an analog signal.
Right.
So you do that, and you get the ball at one speed, and you put paddles up, and it's a very, very boring game. And so I added the speed up, and I added the angles off of that, just, to make it playable, interesting.
Yeah.
And so it started getting a little interesting. That's cute. And Nolan said, well, it's got to have score. We had a pretty good game, and hey, great. So what are you going to do for sound? I go, sound? I'm already over budget. What am I going to do? Nolan said, well, I want the sound of a roar of a crowd of thousands applauding your win. And Ted said, I want boos and hisses.
Yeah.
I was thinking, how do I do that? Listen, I got video. I got the goddamn game up. Now you wanted me to do this. I'll be right back. So I pissed around for a day and poked around sounds that already existed in the vertical sync generator and gated them out with the 555 timer. I love it. Years later, the sound is so well thought out, so appropriate. It was like, are you kidding me? It was just, just thrown together.
Yeah.
In spite of what
just
the boss
try to make
said.
it work.
And so that was how Pong came to be.
Funny part is you hear that a lot too of a lot of the early developers like this. They're just like, I was just trying to work with what I had. Oh shit. Okay, here we go. We're playing it. Wait. Oh fuck. Uh-oh. Wait, hold on. Wait. Okay, I'm playing a two-player game, single player. They couldn't add like an actual AI opponent. Oh geez. The line is so small. Wait, we got Oh, here we go. Ooh. Yeah. Shit. Welcome to Pong, the first, like, one of the first games ever. As far as I know, that burp, it's literally just a signal. What, screen mode? Original full screen? Widescreen? No, you can't do widescreen. Okay. Cool. Pong, the newest two-player video skill game Pong from Atari Corporation, Syzygy engineered. Features striking attract mode. Ball serves automatically. Realistic sounds of ball bouncing. Striking paddle. Simple to operate controls. All solid state TV and components for long, rugged life. A 1-year warranty. Santa Clara. Pong by Atari. A new pride, new concept, new company. This is the pride that revolutionized the amusement game industry. This is a company that conceptualized, designed, and introduced Pong. This is a company that is now integrating digital computers, video technology, and laser film techniques into a host of new game breakthroughs. Ooh. Pong doubles. With other companies quickly looking to capitalize on Pong's success with cloned machines, Atari looked to improve upon the experience. Pong doubles let 4 players get in on the fun. In this promotional foe, Joe Keenan, Nolan, Bushnell, and Al. Oh, my nose. Fine. I'm good. Pong doubles. Wait, so it's 4 players? Wow. You can do a tag team match in it. Nice. Puppy Pong? Since most coin-operated games were installed in bars and thus inaccessible to children, Atari developed Puppy Pong, a device meant to be installed in the waiting rooms of pediatric offices. The idea did not catch on, and Puppy Pong only had a small production line. Well, yeah, you know. Take Puppy Pong, put it in the clothing stores and such. What the fuck? Dr. Pong. Oh god, for doctors' offices. Bring your kid in, they're sick as shit. They have volleyball one? Oh, that's actually okay. Ah, my nose. Introducing a revolution in games people play a few years back with Pong. Now over 50,000 video paddle games are entertaining youngsters and young at heart all over the world. Atari's lineup has now expanded to 10 different exciting games, but Puppy Pong and Dr. Pong are the first such game styles for use in professional offices and waiting rooms. A doghouse cabinet volleyball option. What the hell? Huh. Oh, it's signed. Oh, that's cool. Big ass yellow cabinets. Dr. Pong. Okay, a wood finish for a doctor's office. Legend of the Broken Pong Machine. One of the often told stories of the origin of the game industry is the tale of Alicorn being called by the manager of Andy Caps, the Sunnyvale bar where the first Pong prototype was on display, to fix the broken machine. Many other gaming industry legends recount the tale in this video feed. Okay. The broken machine.
So everybody's heard the Pong story. Probably everybody's heard the Pong story, but I've heard it many times, and from Alcorn himself, who designed Pong. So
the story I've heard
Jim.
is that they installed one of the first Pong machines in a tavern and let people play it as a test.
And nobody could beat it.
Into an arcade and see if it makes money. I mean, that's the market research.
My understanding was Ted built a cabinet, a tabletop, simple cabinet over the weekend. And a coin mech bolted to the side of the cabinet, tabletop type of big thing was sit on a barrel.
Placing a interactive video machine somewhere and having people play it was still a relatively new concept. Nobody knew if it was going to go.
Oh, what is the name of the bar in Palo Alto?
San Jose?
No, it was Andy Caps.
It was Santa Clara?
Sunnyvale.
So we'll put it in Andy Caps. You know, it's a coin op game, be it fragile and humble. And so we did.
Well, my memory is that he gets a phone call, the game's busted, which of course is the usual thing you get on a support line. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
What is it, and in what way does it not work? Well, it doesn't work.
The bar owner or manager at the time kind of yelled at them and like accused them of their game being shoddy because it had already broken down and it was no longer functioning or working.
And they get a call, you know, later on that night and like, hey, this fucking thing broke, you know. come and pick up this piece of shit game and get it out of here. You know, this fucking thing broke. You know, I'm not gonna waste my time fixing this crap.
But anyway, the machine, we got the word that it stopped working, and I figured it could be anything, and I'd go out there and take a look at it. And so I went to the machine, and the first thing you do is you want to try to play the game, because the machine was on in a tracked mode, so it was working, but you couldn't start a game. So you open up the coin box to basically flip the micro switch to give yourself a free game, because I'm not going to waste a quarter, you know.
And so they went down to see what's wrong with the machine to fix it, and what they found out was that it wasn't broken. It was just that so many people had played it, they'd filled the coin box with quarters, and it was jammed, and it couldn't take any more.
So many people had played it that it couldn't accept any more money.
The game is broken because it's stuffed so full of quarters.
Completely stuffed with quarters.
And it was a small, I remember it was kind of small, if I remember. It was a small space. It just filled up with the quarters, and it wouldn't take it.
When I opened up the coin mech, you know, all these quarters just gushed out. So, whoa, that's impressive.
You got
the
something
equivalent
there.
of like crashing a server. When you launch a new website.
That is very true.
So they crashed the server on Pong.
Yeah.
And one of the other reasons it was also so
Cliffy.
popular is because you could play it with one hand while you're still holding a pint in your other hand. And that also was one of those things that, you know, eventually many years later led to the rise of the fun barcades that we have, you know, and we can enjoy now.
As Al will always say with a little, you know, twinkle in his eye, he goes, "This is a problem I can fix."
Basically, the way it worked was you take the money, the deal you have, and you split the take with the owner of the bar. And so I did that, and I had this sack of quarters, and the next day I come into work and I said, I got the machine fixed, and here's the problem. Goddamn thing's making too much money. And really?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it was one of those great moments where something that supposedly was failing was actually such a huge success that no one could recognize. It was truly the ugly duckling version of technology.
Because remember, Nolan thought, he was like, this is just a placeholder until we get to design the really good game, because who's going to play this stupid shit-ass game?
They went on to produce all of these classic, memorable arcade titles for years that allowed the company to survive and be so much more than a one-hit wonder. So that's my understanding of the history of Pong.
It's a great story if it's true.
If it's true, right?
When a story is good, you know there's some doubt about it. Like, well, that's too good to be really true. It's probably a boring version of it. That's actually true.
You know, it sounds realistic to me. You know, I mean, I've kind of seen that happen in my own, and when you do get a really great game, the coins will just overflow, and you know, it's kind of a cool feeling.
Anyway, that's how that all happened. Yeah. Anyway.
I don't think I've ever heard that story. I probably have heard that story. I just don't remember it. Yeah, it's pretty good marketing. For the Space Race from the originators of Pong. Great player appeal, fast profit maker, game time owner, adjusted from 45 seconds to 3 minutes. 2 plays for 25 cents. So 1 quarter gets you two rounds. Gotcha, huh? Atari's fourth game was a simple maze game in which one player attempted to catch the other. What made Gotcha controversial were the pink domes covering the joysticks, which were meant to resemble breasts. The game, they put boobs on the cabinet. Oh my god, the game's risque flyer extended the metaphor. Ultimately, the domes were removed from the machine because of cost concerns. Aha. Well, that's one way of doing it. Why? Yep. How to get gamers in there? Yep. So what we got? We got 50 cents for 2 plays this time. Two players play for 1 quarter. Tell me there's a we can play this. Touch Me, a Mind Boggler. First computer game that challenges the mind as well as eye to hand coordination skill. Playtime is limited only by players' ability to remember. Oh, it's a memory. Oh, okay. See, this is the funny part. All the mini games that we have in games now, they all extend from the arcade days of the very super simple games that like Atari and such made. While Atari was quite successful in '73, it felt it was being held back by the fact that coin-operated machine distributors wanted excessive agreements, so it created a competitor called Key Games, a separate company headed up by Joe Keenan that would sell similar machines to other distributors. Key's Game Elimination was released by Atari at Quadropong, for example. Tank. Wait, is this Tank Commander or whatever the fuck it was called? I remember that. I feel good. Okay. I'm actually just looking for the cabs themselves. I just want to see what it looks like. That's... Huh. So it had like 2 big... What the hell? There's switches on the front of it? A wood frame? You'd think that would cost so much to make. Yeah. First new entry in the Tank series since 1978. Quadra Tank. 4-player twist on the classic tank combat gameplay developed. Combines features from all tank games, even lets you play as ice. There we go. Oh, this is like a remaster of it.
Get ready.
What? It's got tank controls.
Range.
Wait.
Rocket.
Wait, I can... Oh, God. Trying to figure out the controls on this. Holy shit. How do I...
Speed.
How do I control this? Ah! What
Range.
the hell? Wait, it's ape escape controls. Oh shit, yeah, okay. Right. Okay, I know how to do this now. Yeah. Eh. Ah!
Shot. Range.
I
Shot.
got him!
Speed. Rocket.
I fucked him
Laser.
up. Yeah.
Range. Shot.
This is super loud, but this is an arcade game, alright.
Speed.
Oh no! Okay. Alright, cool. That's definitely a remaster of that. Transistors to CPUs. Early arcade games like Tank and Pong were not software programs. Instead, they were built purely on a custom computer hardware mounted massive motherboards. Incredibly affordable processor meant that Atari and others could now program their games in software. Home Pong. Home systems here. Although the Magnavox Odyssey, designed by Ralph Barr, had already come out in '72, the home video craze truly kicked off with the wildly successful Home Pong, first release shown here by retailer Sears. Who remembers Sears? As Telegames Pong for the '75 Christmas season. Atari Pinball launched a pinball division in '75 with the aim of innovating on the still popular game. Atari built more expensive machines with advanced computer technology and larger play fields. Left pinball business, but not before producing some interesting tables. It's taking a whole lot longer to get through all this.
Atari really, why were they in the pinball business? Here they had this tiger by the tail of video games, just this supernova of creativity and possibilities, and they were nailing it left and right, creating new genres every other week. Why would you mess around with pinball? You could tell our games were just not working, and due to reliability, poor engineering, thermal issues, issues of the games just falling apart, poor hardware design. I could see the writing was on the wall that we were going to go down. I mean, the pinball division was just a massive disaster. I mean, it was, it's kind of the, kind of the hubris of, I guess Silicon Valley, even in that era, was like, oh, these morons in Chicago, they make these crappy old games,
Oh my God. Hold on.
we're going to
Noah's
redesign
bugging
everything.
the shit out of me.
We're going to put the display down in the bottom. We're going to, put the boards, underneath.
Oh my God, look at that mess of that board.
And shorts out the things. And I mean, it was really horrific design.
But it worked.
They caught on fire. And, the solenoids, they used this thing called rotary solenoids, which burned up and the screws fell out. And, it was kind of a, just a complete disaster as far as like design and also testing. And so there was a lot of games that caught on fire in the early days. So, but they made a lot of money when they were working. We did. I think the programming was awesome because I did it.
This guy. There we go. Sorry. The Atarians into the pinball market at '77 with Atarians, which featured a wide body play field that was 27 inches wide compared to a standard machine 20. Early example of pinball game controlled by a computer processor versus simply being built out of electromagnetic parts. Huh. What? Exclusive playfield. Okay, so it had like digital counters on it. So it still had like pictures and shit, and you'd have all your sound effects going on. 25 cents per round. Target areas, yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Wide play area, pregame show. Playfield and back box lights flash and repeating patterns when game is not. Game sound. Adjustable speaker volume. 3 credits for 3 credits for 2 coins. 3 plays for 50 cents. So 2 quarters would get you three ball runs. Huh. Replay's not allowed. Oh, do we have a do we have a way of playing the pinball game? I like me some pinball. Yeah, this is very 70s, all right. 70s had no problem showing off a little bit. Oh, that's groovy, dude. The yellow ass arcade machines, man. It's bright ass, school bus yellow. Look at me. Look at that artwork on it, though. Damn. I mean, again, look at the artwork on that. This is back when, the very artsy fartsy era, and the color palettes were just all over the place. I would be reading all this stuff, but it's like it's taking a little bit longer than I was expecting to get through everything. Double bonus feature, laying layers A, B, and C. Double bonus. Hercules. Huh. Okay, 1976. How far are we going in? 76. Okay, so 84 is the last one. Breakout. Where was I? Atari Pinball. There we are. Breakout. Famously designed by Apple founder Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak. Breakout was essentially a single-player Pong in which the player had to continually deflect a bouncing ball back to the top of the screen. Yes. Always liked this game. Okay. I inserted a coin. I'm trying to do 2-player. I'm just trying to do 1. There we go. Serve. Yep. And this would be funny enough too. If you remember back when cell phones were just getting going, some of the first cell phone games that we ever had, like mobile gaming, was stuff like this, like Pong games. And I had a little PDA thing that you could like write on, and then it also had games like this on it. And then of course, you had like the Bejeweled and all that stuff that happened too. Promotional flyer for it. Breakout. Neo Breakout. New for 22 from Digital Eclipse. This modern update to... Okay. Digital Eclipse's version of Breakout. It's got vibration for the controller. There was a bubble. I can't remember what the hell it was called now. There was one where you hit the bubbles and then all the bubbles would fall down and everything. I cleared that game so many times over again. Back when I was learning how to run computers and play games on them and all that. Now I mod stuff. Clash of Cultures 76. Warner Communications acquired Atari for $26 million. That would be WB later on. About 130 million. 22. Atari's main reason for seeking a buyer was that it needed funding to produce its first game console with interchangeable cartridges. The Atari VCS, not a VCR, a VCS. But the marriage of Atari's freewheel and spirit and Warner's culture would prove uneasy. Why Warner wanted... So for its part, Warner, for its part, was eager to expand its entertainment holdings, seeing video games as an entertainment industry with growing potential. After buying Atari, it quickly began investing more money into it to grow the business. Similarly, what happens nowadays with publishers buying, development studio, or I should say, yeah, I mean, publishers buying development studios, but also like Sony or Microsoft, making acquisitions of development studios also. Harvard Business School graduate Ray Kassar enjoyed a successful career in textiles before Warner. Saw him as president and CEO in '78. Led the company through its most intense period of rapid growth and enormous profit, as well as most dramatic financial losses. When Warner kicked in, Ray Kassar had marketing that knew nothing about games. They didn't play games. Marketing told engineering what to do and basically turned it into a stodgy, old, calcified, filthy rich company. In came Ray Kassar, and now there was a new mindset. The new mindset is we've got a cash cow. We've got to milk the crap out of it. Yeah. And that would keep going through all the way to nowadays. I don't think that Ray ever really understood the value of the engineering talent that he had. Lunar Lander. Oh, wow. Just another high-strung prima donna from Atari. Oop. There are a fair amount of people miffed at that high-strung prima donna Carlina, who is one of the graphic artists in the publications group. We just thought a little said that'd make a great t-shirt. Did they do drugs at Atari? Wow.
You will hear stories of hot tubs in the lobby and drug use in the office. And I'm here to tell you that none of that happened in my department.
We started smoking pot right in our office. Rob and I were like the premier pot. Sorry, Rob. I and some other person who occasionally shared an office with me for 5 years at Atari, however that frickin' worked, we would just fire up right in the office. It's like, who knows why? It's like, it's illegal. It's like, it wasn't even a sense of privilege. It was just mindlessness.
I worked in a satellite office. I started in 1977, which was still pretty early. It was only 18 months since the 2600 came out. But there was no hot tub in the lobby of the office that I went to. There was no drug use in Atari, though I don't doubt that it was over where Howard and Todd Fry were working.
Drugs were consumed at Atari by all kinds of people at all levels of management, from the bottom to the top and all over engineering. Not everybody did drugs, but some people did, and some people enjoyed them, and some people abused them, and some people went to the hospital on them. And but by and large, drugs were a relatively nominal factor. Drugs, there was a lot of marijuana, and it participated a lot in brainstormings. So we had the way of, trying to incorporate drugs into our productivity model.
I went home and I smoked a joint, a little bit of cocaine and a little bit of psilocybin in it. And I was sitting there, it was about half gone when I realized, oh, you could do that. And it's like I put it out and I went and I wrote a page of notes. And my design for that kernel was exactly what it ended up shipping. It was like, it has a tremendous amount of effort, actually, to get everything organized.
They did have good deliveries of cannabis in the inter-office mail. That was probably the primary use of those yellow manila envelopes. I think it was Fridays or Monday. I think it was Fridays when you get these really thick envelopes coming through the system. And it was weird. It was like there was a guy working there, and his job was he was the weed dealer. That was his sole job at the whole company.
And there was a very straight German VP of hardware down the hallway in the building. I have no idea. He complained to management about the smell of pot smoke in the corridors. So they got him an office in a different building.
I have been asthmatic since I've been 12. I need drugs to breathe. I did not do drugs because drugs to me were something that let you get up in the morning, and breathe. So nor did I think I wanted to mix those things. The high of me was doing the work, and I was always a happy guy. So I just didn't feel I needed it. So I never did drugs, but there were a lot there.
Don't put too much stock in the fact that every Atari employee was stoned out of their minds while making games.
I mean, there was all kinds of drugs consumed at Atari, but the real drug at Atari was going into a store and seeing your product, seeing your game on a shelf.
So now the real question is, how many drugs are around the industry now? Some of the stuff that comes out, it's like there probably is some kind of of a drug use with it, but there we go. But the one thing that you can be sure of is there's a lot of crazy ass imagination going on. Especially when it comes to like the horror game side of things, that's just people, getting their nightmares out on the page, A racing game. Oh shit, it's a racing game. Wow. Oh, it's hologram? Is it a hologram racing game? Oh, that's cool. 8-player driving game. Sprint was a massive cabinet that featured 8 steering wheels and 8 sets of gas brake pedals arranged around a monitor that pointed upwards, allowing 8 friends or enemies to race simultaneously. What? How does this work? Oh, what the fuck? So you did it this way, and then we're like, oh my god! One of these tracks must look like a butthole. That track kind of looked like a butthole, but I'm just saying there's got to be also one that looked like poop. It has to be. Look at this shit. They're all stoned out of their minds. You heard it. What the fuck? 7 seconds to gameplay. Oh, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's the controls? I don't know. Let's fucking go in. Where am I going to? Oh, the red. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, why am I so slow? Oh, God. Wait. Is that the right button? Nope, it's the right button. Do I have to, like... Oh, shit. Wait, I'm good. I'm fine. Hi, guys. I have to, like, shift gears and such? Oh, God. Wait, hold on. Wait, I got this. Woo! Oh, fuck. See, you need a steering wheel and pedals to... See, trying to do this without a steering wheel, that's just wrong. It's... Oh, fuck. It's like trying to play Gran Turismo without a steering wheel. Like, who would do that? Who would do that? Yeah, damn it. Holy shit. I'm telling you, controller with this game doesn't work. Nope. It's not. It doesn't translate all that great. Oh, fuck. Yep. This is... Yeah. Yeah. Aw. Commonplace Sprint 8. Oh, you look downwards. Okay, so you're doing this. You're like me getting all into it with the and then it had the banner thing up top. Huh. You know what I would have done? Put the glass all around it and then do like shoot it up with the hologram tech. That's what I would have done with it. Yeah. How much did that game cost to play? I'm like wondering now. 25-inch color monitor. Holy shit. Yeah, it did have color, didn't it? It doesn't say how much it costs to play it. Atari Video Music, the first electronic music visualizer ever sold commercially. Hooked up to a user's stereo system and TV set to display psychedelic visuals reminiscent of the VCS graphics to the rhythm of whatever music was playing. Coming up to the spirit in the sky. What the fuck? Atari made a music visualizer. Look at that shit. Whoa! It's a VR helmet of the future. What year are we in? It's 77. This looks like something that'd be in the 80s. Shit. Yeah, this looks very like 80s promotional with the silver all on it and everything. But it's still got the wood. So the 70s was all about wood design. 80s was like the stainless steel, you know, if it's stainless steel, it'll never break. Fire Truck. Wendy Allen's previous game, Superbug. Fire Truck is a unique two-player co-op game in which one player sitting in the cabinet steers with the front half of a fire truck while the other player oh shit. So one person sits in the front to do the oh, that's actually really cool. What? I've never seen that before. That's really cool. How am I supposed to play this? Uh-oh. The easy track start. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, okay. It's not the hardest thing to control ever. This is way more responsive than the other game. Ah! Run the fuck. Yeah, this is how we do it. It's funny, this is like way more responsive. This is where Grand Theft Auto came from. Fuel. Oh shit. Was that? Okay, that's. I don't know what the. Okay. Superbug. Oh, it's like a fucking Herbie Love Bug game. So they started going in on this whole like, you know, use a steering wheel pedal. Huh. Fire truck. Oh, maybe I was blowing the horn or something out. What the fuck? What? Okay. 16 coin modes, including 1 to 2 player per coin. What? Per coin. 2 coins per play. Huh. So 25 cents for like 16 rounds or some shit. Super Breakout. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I played this before. Yep. What? Double progressive cavity I guess. Oh. Put a credit in. There we go. Oops, I put 2 coins in. Cavity double. Oh, okay. I see what it is. It's the okay, no, this is definitely an older version of the one I played. Oh god. The sound effects. Yeah. Brrr. 3 games in 1. Super breakout. You have 3 whole levels. Lunar launch. Oh my god, it looks like Star Trek. What? This must have came out around Star Trek's time. That looks like the, the touchpad stuff that they have in Star Trek. Lunar launch. Yep. Definitely played this one before. Has been a long time since I played it. Oh, there it is. No, wait. You do this. Nope. Okay, so you gotta push yourself in this direction. Make sure you don't go too much with it, because you'll end up just crashing and burn. Again, don't go too fast with it. You'll crash and burn. 100 megabuck lander. If you're ever wondering where Elon got his whole idea for SpaceX from. Nope, nope, not yet. Nope, nope, no, 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 no. Oh, right there. Nope, destroyed. God damn it. Lunar lander. Promotional flyer. Another Atari first announces the lunar lander, calling it first one-player game to authentically simulate an actual moon landing mission. This was after the moon landing, huh? Oh, okay. So yeah, you got yourself stayed out, and then you're like pushing the handle forward and back. Close up, yeah. That camera cut is actually pretty cool for this. Vector games look different from raster games, and there is a mental shift in game design when working with vector graphics. Vector Schecter. Read all about it. That's like the Zenith logo. Ah, yeah. Oh, fuck you. Shit. Remember that Harrier landing I was trying to do on Flight Sim? Touch Me. From success of the handheld game Simon, which took inspiration from Atari's 74 arcade game Touch Me, released a handheld version of Touch Me that in turn took inspiration from Simon. It kind of looks like Uno, I'm not going to lie. See what this is, yeah. Hit the buttons as they light up or something, probably. Okay. What? Got it. Yeah. Ha. You remember the shit, the mini game that's in Resident Evil? Oh shit, it's on a timer. Well, fuck you. Do, 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 do. These games used to be on all the old kids' toys in the 90s also. I won. I was always good at that pattern recognition stuff. That's why I'm so good at music, because my brain just picks up on it real quick. Oh shit, they got like the thing like the... Yeah, I love these. Oh, that's so cool. It's like you have it in your hands. Huh. Imagine having a signed one of these. Electronic game Super Breakout. That is super cool. The original art for it. Super Breakout handheld. Uh-huh. The twist turning knob. By far, Atari's biggest selling arcade game of all time, Asteroids, was created by Logran Ed Log based on Wendy Allen's Lunar Lander hardware. It pulled in more cores than any other game in the year to follow, becoming the first smash arcade hit of the 1980s. It was also the first game with a high score initials leaderboard. Asteroids. They would go on to make so many versions of this game because it sold so much. We've all played Asteroids. Yeah, like I said, we've all played this. Ah. Oh. Yep, the old ass. I remember seeing this one a few times in documentaries. The Asteroids Cabinet. And that's where we start to get arcade buttons. Like we have on arcade sticks now. Asteroids initially being developed as a raster game called Planet Grab with different play dynamics. The object of the game was to claim more planets than your opponents. 1980. A decidedly political game. Missile Command, oh shit, was an artifact of the Cold War and an expression of fears about nuclear annihilation. Dave Thora ended each game with a chilling "the end" that signified humanity's doom. An idea that came from the nightmares that he was getting from developing the game, dwelling on the looming specter of nuclear warfare. Jeez. Missile Command. It looks like it's touchscreen controls, but I'm pretty sure those are little buttons on the top of it. It's been, oh boy, that logo. Yeah, it's been a while since I played Missile Command. I actually played a version of this on the Commodore 64 back in the day. Ah! No! Yeah. Missile Command. Yeah, I remember seeing this on just like, like, so the weird thing of like growing up in the 90s is you end up seeing, like leftover flyers and boxes and such of games that had come out like 10 years prior back in the 80s. That's still one of the coolest things growing up in the 90s of just like remembering like, oh shit, yeah, I seen all these like old boxes and everything of, like the originals and all that. Yeah, shit. This is if you go and look up the arcade 1-ups, they're still making tables like that. Boy, look at all this. This is a very cool museum thing. The flyer art. T-shirt art for it. Yeah, man, I got a Cosmos, a holographic handheld. Now, this is some of the coolest stuff that I've never had hands-on with a holographic game before. I would love to see companies try and make more hologram stuff. Atari announced that it would release Cosmos, a handheld gaming system in which each game would be displayed atop a custom hologram image. Game graphics were made up of simple LED lights, but the holograms provide a dynamic, realistic backdrop. Atari never released the Cosmos. Oh, man, imagine if they did holograms like this shit nowadays. It looks so cool with modern tech. This would be so cool.
When was this? 1980, 81, that time frame. Prior to Ray Kassar's emergence, I was part of the executive staff, and
Did we drop frames?
Nolan, Joe,
Oh, we did.
Steve Bristow, Gil, Dennis Groth, finance,
Weird.
We were all friends and no politics and all that, and we all worked together and part of the team that it was great. Once Ray took over, nope, it was all a closed office, and he met with all his hires from Procter & Gamble, and so I realized, okay, I'm out of this. I'm either going to have to quit because Nolan had gone, Joe had gone, Lipkin, everybody had gone. I figured, well, I'll go back. This is my baby. I'm going to do it one more time. And we had used holography. We couldn't keep secrets at Atari. We're just no good at it. So we decided the best thing to do was put out disinformation. So one of the best ones was the next coin-op game is going to have holography in it. It was like, what the hell is that? I knew what it was, because having, been to college and studied physics and stuff. But that was just. But anyway, I decided, well, I'll do something. Let's do something in holography. Maybe there's something there. I'll take it. Sounds hard. Sounds interesting. I know a little bit about it. And we proceeded to explore holography and what could be done, and came up with a holographic toy that basically sold it to Ray, saying, how would you like, because the cartridge video game business seemed to be very good, how would you like to have a system where the cartridge, it's a cartridge-based system, but the cartridges are half the cost of, everything is half the cost of the VCS. And, hey, go ahead. It were very simple. They were nothing more than an LED, a simple LED game, the handheld LED game in those days. The only difference was we had a hologram with two images on it. You look through this box, and there were two lamps inside, and when you'd crash a spaceship, you'd see a hologram of a spaceship crashing. And but you could look through this half-metallized mylar and play a Space Invader game or something like that. We did all the work, put everything together.
That's really
got a
cool.
chip designed,
Wow.
package designed, and
What?
at the end, Ray wouldn't. We even took it to the toy fair or the consumer. And marketing wouldn't
It was
show
like
it, wouldn't
CES.
back it up, and we did it ourselves, engineering, and we think we sold 100,000 of them, but Ray would not release it, just wouldn't do it. And I realized that was it. They're not going to release that. I mean, this is now in a time when if it failed, you wouldn't even notice it. It wouldn't be a pimple on the balance sheet. but they were afraid to do it. Back when the whole company was, we're sure we'd do it. So that was the end of my career at Atari.
Cosmos 3D, man. I want something holographic nowadays. Damn it! I want to see some holographic stuff. I don't think I've ever seen like hologram tech. I've like seen of it and I've heard of it and everything, but I've never actually seen it in front of me in person. Oh my god. Oh, come on, controller. That is so cool. It's such an easy tech to make also. Like 2 LED lights. Fuck. They could do that so easily nowadays. That's kind of the funny part of it too. Is like, how the hell do you photograph that? You know? Would it even show up? I wonder if a hologram would even show up on the cameras nowadays. You know? America the Giant Arcade, no longer novelties relegated to the back of pinball parlors. Coin-operated video games became ubiquitous in the early 1980s. Games could now be found not only in thousands of dedicated arcades, but also in bowling alleys, restaurants, laundromats, supermarkets, practically anywhere. People might be found with quarters in their pockets and a little time in their hands. I think by the time I was around in so 93 94 would be the time when I would like be actually noticing arcade games. It was like it was basically just arcades. I don't remember seeing arcade games around like regular stores or anything. By that time it was home, it was home console stuff. So if you went down to the grocery store or something, you know, there was no arcade games. There was crank machines, pretty much. That's about all we ever had. Asteroids Deluxe. More arcade buttons. So I'm guessing it's just like a few buttons and a whole lot of stickery stuff going on with that. Oh. Oh, is this supposed to simulate the hologram tech? So I'm guessing there's like 3 or 4 buttons. You move it left and right with two different buttons, and then shoot with a third button. Then. Ah! No! No! Ah! Aww. Introducing the killer satellite. Yep, and once again, that's that top down. Yeah, so there's 5 buttons. Left, right, and then that third one. So I'm guessing, yeah, that'd be 2-player, maybe? 2-player table? Coinage, 256 coins, options including 2, 3, 4, 5 lives, 2 coins, 2 game minimal. Nope, so all those buttons are for a single player experience, huh? Again, this artwork, it just gets better and better. Look at this. This is the reason why you have a lot of, a lot of the concept art looks a lot like this nowadays, because a lot of your artists and developers, they grew up in the era where, there was really, really cool concept arts. Warlords. So another tank one, it looks like. Pong style game was on its way out of favor in the arcades. Atari still had one last hit up its sleeve of Warlords, competitive breakout style game in which each player had to defend their castle from the other 3. So it's like Castle Crashers. Huh. What the fuck? What? I've never seen this before. That's kind of crazy. Ah! Not me castle. Oh, you assholes. For a quarter, this would be a good long game for a quarter. This is taking forever to get through. Shit. How do you catch it? Ah! Okay. I get it. I get the gist of it. Warlords. What was that? Available in upright cabinets, black and white color with overlaid mirrored 3D color playfields. Huh. So it was actually like 3D. Oh, yes. Centipede. Talking about Arcade 1-Ups also. Arcade 1-Ups has actually a full-on Atari collection of all these games, too. Oh, the sound effects. Page from a list of high-level concepts for new Atari arcade games, probably dating back to early 1980. That includes Bug Shooter, aka Shoot the Centipede, Rocket Launch, Shoot the Centipede Meltdown. Jeez, man. This is really cool. Original concept art for centipedes. The ideas. Player's gun. You shoot up. First centipede. Second centipede. A bug. Obstacles. Yeah. I'm working on programming it. Those old tube TV, yeah, like the curved. If you notice, it's the glass on it has a curve to it. That's the old style TVs like that. Keyboard looks pretty modern. Huh. Tempest. I don't know if I've ever played No. Well, yes, I have. Yeah. Okay, yep. Definitely played this one. Oh. Definitely have seen this before. Like some of these, when it's like 3D like that, it does hold up too. It actually still looks really cool. All right. Tempest, the bug's coming for you. New Atari skill step. Continuous fire button. Constantly pressing on the fire button allows the player to shoot continuous bursts of separate coin box and locking cash box. Huh. Maze Invaders. So this is what, 1 year in between all of them? No, same year, 1981. So 81 was like a big year for gaming then. Oops. What? It's Pac-Man, really? They just made their own version of Pac-Man, basically. It's actually not bad. Oh. Ah. No. That's actually pretty good. I like that. That would have been my first game right there of like, oh yeah. That was fun. Pudgekin? Wonder with a Maze Man. Maze Man! Space Duel. Right. One of these buttons will make something happen. Oh, there we go. Boom. Ooh. Okay, so now we're getting into color where they're experimenting with like how many different colors can we put on the screen at one time. I gotcha. So full color version Asteroids for two players. Space Duel allowing players to operate independently or in Maradi Fire. Lead designer was Owen Rubin. Jeez, again with the crazy ass art on it. Gravatar, Millipede, Liberator, man. It's super cool having Firefox. What? Okay, so we're gonna skip ahead a couple years here, and I can't play it. God damn it! What the fuck? It was like a whole cockpit and everything on it. That's actually super cool. Cloak and Dagger, iRobot. Any of these have videos? Insert coin to continue. Birth of the console. Don't watch TV tonight. Play it. Right? Today, well over 90% of American homes have at least one computer, and they have changed our lives forever for millions. The first computer in their home was an ATARI video computer system. Hello, the 2600. Launched at $200 or about $950 in 22. Yeah. Hey, it was an expensive ass computer. Was a VCS. Where are we at? Almost 2 hours in. The joystick, the PAL. I almost want to come back to this. Maybe do a couple nights of checking all this stuff out. Super cool seeing all this. This is taking a while to get through. Yeah, like 2 hours in, and like still running through it. Just barely got to like chapter 2 of this. Actually, you know what? No, I'll probably just check out the rest of this, but definitely go and check out this Atari 50th anniversary celebration collection. Like I said, it's like a giant museum of everything. Atari, very cool. I'm actually really like, this is the perfect thing for somebody like me that's all into like documentaries, and especially like no clip documentaries and such. You know, I do love everything that whenever people are making documentary series on YouTube, I always love watching them. You know, whether it's a personal documentary or whatever. Yeah, it's always cool to see it. I was only planning on going 2 hours tonight. I am getting super tired. I tried to get going earlier today. I'm trying to contemplate with myself, do I want to do anything else on stream tonight? So the plan is tomorrow to check out something fun. There's going to be definitely a different thing. Live stream copyright. What? Is this a thing on YouTube? Hold on. My stream was interrupted. What? Weird. Okay. I got a notification saying about like a DMCA thing. Weird. What is it actually saying? Copyright match stream was interrupted. DMCA detected some blah 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 blah. Probably because of the live video that's on it. It just, you know, flagged on the system or whatever. But yes, go and check out the Atari 50th anniversary. We got through like the first like chapter of it, of their beginnings. Very, very cool. I'll probably check out the rest of it off stream sometime. But yeah. Yeah, definitely go and check it out. It's on the PlayStation. I think it's on the Xbox. It's on PC. You can actually check out all this stuff. It's very cool. Very cool. I'm getting super tired, so I'm probably gonna wrap up. Just a 2-hour little stream here. Very fun time. I like doing the retro rewind nights. In the near future here, I definitely have some kooky stuff that I'm gonna be playing. Yes. So next stream, it might just be a goat of a good time. If it is a good time, I don't know. I'll try it on stream. Fucking Goat Simulator 3. I have never cared for Goat Simulator stuff, but I'll try it. And then Tactics Ogre Reborn. I think we'll do both of those on stream tomorrow, or the next stream, whenever it is. And yeah, we'll reconvene then. So just a little 2-hour stream for today. Again, just getting tired. I started late once again. I'm trying to start stream a little bit earlier. Just I keep getting interrupted to getting the stream started. So, yeah, I will. I'll be back. I'll be back soon tomorrow with more. Nice little 2-hour stream though today. It was fun checking out the Atari stuff. Atari made a giant impact in the world of gaming before there was the PlayStation, before there was the Sega, before there was the NES. There was the Atari and the Commodore and the ColecoVision and all that. That was like the origins. That, you have to go back and see the original. So I was gonna show the other video, but again, I'm just getting super tired all of a sudden. But yeah, we went from Tetris and Pong to like Modern Warfare 2 looking photorealistic, and like God of War having this like mocap suited acting and everything else in the games and whatnot. So yeah, just like the amount of time between the both of them. So that's what, 70, 80, 90. Well, actually it's late 70s. So we'll say 80, 90, 2000s, 2010s, 2020. So in roughly about 40 some odd years, 45 years, we've gone from dots and sticks on the screen to now full realistic, experiencing environments. It went from playing games to experiencing environments. I can't wait to see what happens at like the Game Awards too, of what the, all the different shit that we're about ready to see at the Game Awards. It's going to be insane. And this is the reason why I love celebrations of games so much, because, we all grew up around it, and we all have, especially the younger ones now, geez, they are just flooded with gaming stuff. And I feel like the word gaming or video games, I always hated that term video games, because it just makes you, for me, it makes me think of like Atari stuff where it's just like, okay, it's just a score attack thing. I feel like gaming has grown and done so much more now, and it's so much more of an experience, and you're like the fucking world is living and breathing now so much that gaming is almost like a slap in the face to what we have nowadays. I feel like the virtual experience is so much more than just gaming was back in the day. I don't know. It's just I've felt that for years. So yeah, it's like it's the meme of I grew up on these streets, and it's like Grand Theft Auto, maps and but really, it does feel like that, It's like, yeah, I probably spent more time in the streets of San Andreas and Liberty City than I have IRL in my own streets that I grew up around, So it's kind of crazy to think about, but yeah, 2 hours on the clock. That's going to do it for now. About 5:30 at night. And I am getting super tired. I've been up since 2 o'clock in the morning yesterday. So I will be back soon. Go like and subscribe and share and all that stuff over on the YouTube channel, Warwolf YouTube. I have been multi-streaming. So if the video player is not working on Twitch for some reason, go check out the YouTube side of things. It'll be on the live tab over on YouTube also, and you can also, oh my god, my nose is doing this thing. You can also follow over here on Twitch to see when I go live and check out the VODs and everything. You can tell I'm starting to run out of energy here. So yeah, I got new videos coming up hopefully pretty soon. I have a feeling we're not going to be seeing too much on the way of like Let's Talk material for YouTube. We're probably not going to have any Let's Talks until the Game Awards drops, and we get going with that. Oh, Callisto Protocol before the Game Awards. Damn it, my nose. So yes, Need for Speed, Callisto Protocol before the Game Awards, and we'll definitely do something. I do that little goat simulator shit. I'll check it out since I got a copy of it sitting there. And yeah, let's see here. Oh, Tactics Ogre Reborn. I'll check that one out too. So yeah, it'd be cool. And I will be there. So go and make sure, like I said, like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. And yeah, I guess thanks for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by. Go check out the Atari 50th Anniversary Museum thing. And then also go check out that PlayStation, the Astro Playground thing on the PS5. Definitely go check that out too. That was a really cool PlayStation Museum. Brought back a lot of warm, fuzzy memories. Shout out to everyone that does all this, gaming, historical, what do you want to call it? The, not documentary, I guess it is documenting the history of gaming. What's the cataloging? No. There's a word I was trying to think of, but I guess we'll just go with, the documentation of gaming. I think that's super cool. That's super cool. It's always fun to see how everything is made and how, all the history and everything lined up to it. So anyways, that's going to do it for tonight. It was fun, 2 hours, like I said. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by. And as always, I will see ya next time.